What's good, T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I am back with my 20 most shocking celebrity moments of 2022. We are on part two and breaking down number 10 through 1 of my most shocking moments from these crazy celebrities in 2022. So let's not wait, let's get right into my top 10 list. Starting off my top 10 most shocking moments comes from Nia Long and her ex-fiance Imi Adoke or Oduki or whatever his name is. To say that the world was shocked at the end of summer when news broke that Nia Long's baby daddy and longtime fiance had not only cheated on her, but cheated on her with one of his co-workers for the Boston Celtics team, which he coached for. I think it was the Boston Celtics that he coached for. But whatever team, child, that man was cheating, and the officials found out. He was placed on leave. I don't even know if he's been officially fired yet, but Nia Long and their son had just moved to where he was to be with him, to continue their life together, only for her to be smacked in the face with the news that he was having an affair. She has since left him, moved out of their home together with their son, and is picking up the pieces of her life. Everybody was stunned when this hit the news. Everybody and their mama was talking about it. All of the guys that love sports, from rappers to comedians to actors, were discussing whether or not he should be fired for having an inappropriate relationship with somebody on the basketball team. Child, it was just a mess. Things have since calmed down. And like I said, I don't know if he was officially fired or is he still a coach. I don't know what's going on. But honey, that was a shocking moment for me. And the video that I did on it was one of my biggest of 2022. Number 9, honey, when this relationship drama from these two celebrities hit the blogs, honey, it had everybody sitting with their phones on ready. At number 9, we have none other than DaBaby and his baby mama, DaniLeigh. These two had a rocky relationship from day one, because word on the curb is that she was the side chick while he was with his other baby mama's child. She did a song about light-skinned girls are better, taking what people believe to be shots at his baby mama. Child, he would disrespect her. They'd be back together. She then got pregnant by him. And the world was trying to tell her, honey, he was no good. And just like he treated everybody else, like SHIT, you would be next on the list. But she did not listen. And on one crazy night, things went way left. He allegedly told her to take her and the baby and go elsewhere. And she would not leave. So he got on Instagram Live exposing her and their baby, and she was just, a new mom under stress, and he's telling her to leave. She's not at home in her state. It was just a mess. He was calling her out of her name and just disrespecting her, and she was going off on him, and it was just bad. It was like watching a bad episode of Jerry Springer. It was horrible. There were tears. After that, Danny's brother, being a big brother or little brother or whatever, tried to stick up for her and threatened to fight DaBaby. So when DaBaby saw the brother, it was on sight, and he and his friends jumped him at a bowling alley where everybody was slipping and sliding. I mean, you couldn't write this. You could not make this foolishness up. Danny eventually left him. He did say that she did come back for one more spin around the cock after they broke up. But from what we've seen and heard, they have been broken up, but are, I guess, co-parenting well. Child, whoo-wee. This was a mess. And this was honestly the start of the downfall of DaBaby's career, which was also a shocking moment of 2022. Child, just like the morning I woke up to find out that Rihanna was pregnant with her first child, the morning I woke up and got on Instagram and saw this shocking news, my mouth dropped. At number 8, we have Black Ink Crew Caesar Emanuel kicking his dog. I was stunned when I saw that ring cam footage, if there was a ring cam, that video footage of Caesar kicking his dog, pushing the dog in its kennel down the hill in the grass. It was crazy. Crazy. I felt like I was watching an episode of Dexter. It was so weird and it was just so cringy to watch this man be abusive towards a dog. And it was just like, what am I watching here? It was so weird. It was so creepy. And it was obvious that whoever leaked the video was doing it as a way of sabotaging him, hurting his career, which it did because he got fired from Black Ink Crew, which he was one of the founders of said reality show. But now VH1 has fired him and he has been under fire for said abuse of an animal. And it was just cringy and disgusting, and it is a moment that I hope and pray that I can one day erase from my brain. Coming in hot at number 7, we have some who may call her OJ's daughter, Khloe Alexandra Kardashian Odom. When news broke a few weeks prior to the second half of the Kardashians reality show on Hulu returning, that Khloe had indeed had a baby on the way via surrogate with her child's father, Tristan Thompson, there was a collective around the world from every race known to man. We all could not believe that a person could be this dumb to continue to procreate with a liar, manipulator, and cheater. But Khloe proved us all wrong and let us know that there is no limit on stupid. We still have yet to see the baby's face, know his name. She had a boy with him. Now Tristan is the proud papa of 4 children, 3 boys and 1 baby girl with 3 different baby mamas. Ain't that just grand? Oh, Khloe, great decision making there. And still to this day, she continues to have a relationship with him for, as she says, co-parenting reasons. Child, okay, when we all know the real reasons, because you like being around him and you still want him. I wish she would just come out and say that, child, because everything ain't for the kids, because that baby don't know what's going on, child. So that lie you can stop feeding to the public. You want to be around them. That's why you around them. But nevertheless, finding out that Khloe had a baby on the way via surrogate, once she found out that he had cheated on her again for the 3rd time that we know of, it was just wild. It was one of the most shocking moments of 2022. At number 6, I have Nicholas Cannon on my list for the 20 most shocking celebrity moments of 2022. We all hoped and prayed in 2021 that Nick Cannon's baby train mobile would slow down, but oh honey, it sped up. It was going maximum full throttle speed, honey, in 2022. I believe this year alone he maybe had about 6 kids born. I can't even keep up at this point. I think the last time I heard he was at like baby number 12. This whole situation is just psychotic to me. I don't know how a person goes from having twins for literally about 10 years, having just his set of twins, to now having 12 children and about 5 to 6, maybe 7 baby mamas. This is just chaotic. It's stressing me out. And I'm not even one of the baby mamas or the daddy. I just don't know what happened to Nick. I really feel like when MTV fired him and took away his rights to Wildin' Out, he mentally started wilding out. I think during that time period, during COVID, when Wildin' Out was not on the air, that man lost his ever-loving mind. And he didn't have his show, something that he created and lost creative control over. And I believe that he had like this life-altering experience, with him having, I believe he has lupus, if I'm not mistaken. He's been in the hospital several times for whatever illness that he has that keeps him debilitated for quite a long time when he has these hospital stints. So I was honestly thinking that this was like, in the beginning, I thought that this was like, I don't know how much time I got to live. I don't know if my issues will worsen. I want to leave my legacy here on earth. That's what it was giving me in the beginning. But now that things just continue to happen and more children are being birthed, I simply cannot wrap my head around what is going through this dude's mind, and most definitely what is going through these girls' mind, where they are willing participants in having babies by a man who they know has unprotected sex with other women. Like, they're all literally sister wives and they're okay with it. Like, I need to know, is that sausage that good? Is it mild Italian or is it spicy Italian? Because I need to know how and why Nick Cannon's ding-a-ling got the girls going crazy, that they're willing to be sister wives and share the peen together and have all these babies, knowing he is only one person and he cannot divide himself into fractions to appease everyone and these children. So there's going to be children that are lacking in their relationship with their father. This whole thing is just cringy. I don't even know what to say at this point, child. Just God bless everybody. All right, you guys, we are at my top 5 most shocking celebrity moments of 2022. And there should be no surprise who is coming in at number 5. None other than Tristan third trimester Thompson. After spending COVID with his second baby mama, Khloe, and working on regaining her trust after cheating on her not once but twice, Tristan was able to finagle his way back into Khloe and the Kardashians' hearts and in between her legs. He had even proposed to her and she was wearing the ring, and on the low they were trying to have another baby via surrogate, but we the public did not know this at the time. Although Khloe was claiming at the time they were just friends and she didn't know where they stood in a relationship. Meanwhile, she was having another baby with him. But okay, that's neither here nor there. Only to find out that not only was Tristan cheating again for the third time that we know of, it could have been more than that, but he also gotten the girl pregnant. Oh, but when the tea broke, Tristan denied, said the girl was lying and everything. Khloe defended him. Child, she had her people on it, honey, fighting these allegations only for it to be true. And the whole time, this man was in court trying to negotiate how to get out of this, make the girl have an abortion. The whole thing was just out to lunch. It was insanity. And I just could not believe that Khloe, at her big grown age, at her big grown height, at her big grown hands and feet, would sit up here and defend this joker after he'd cheated and lied multiple times before. So when the third woman came around, why on God's green earth would you just assume that she's lying? Like, do you not know who you're dealing with at this point? Like Khloe was just giving pick me vibes, desperate housewife vibes. And it's just like, girl, please, you do all of this exercising and you still don't have a self-esteem. So obviously it's not the weight, honey. It's up in here, the brain that needs to be worked on, the soul that needs to be worked on, honey, not the body. It's mental, honey, because you got some screws loose to still to this day even be dealing with this man. Child, you can't make this type of shit up. Number 4, I have Love and Marriage Huntsville reality star Martell Holt and Real Housewives of Atlanta reality star Sheree Whitfield's shocking relationship. Late summer, a grainy video showing a guy and a woman that looked like Martell and Sheree was leaked, and all of the vloggers and bloggers on YouTube were like, is that Sheree and Martell? What is going on here? Then we had the video of TMZ popping up on Sheree in whatever county subdivision she lives in Atlanta, where she confirmed that they were dating at the time. And we all were like, huh? It was like, what in the Matrix is going on here? Where did this relationship, and I say that loosely, come from? I smelled PR stunt from the beginning. I never believed in this relationship. I still don't to this day. I took this as two people coming together to build publicity around them, get a bag together, and it seemed to work. As of right now, today, and when I filmed this video, the word on the curb is that they are no longer together. I don't know for that to be true, but we will see Martell on this upcoming season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. We got a phone call from Sheree during the reunion of Love and Marriage Huntsville, child. But this was just a relationship, and once again, I say that loosely, that nobody saw coming. Nobody. Everyone was gobsmacked when we found out that Martell and Sheree were dating. With only 3 spots left, coming in at number 3 is the brawl heard around the world. The Madani fight on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And Melody went live while they filmed the Madani grand opening. And we saw and heard that she and Wanda had words, and then while she was on live, an altercation broke out between Martell, Marceau, and Maurice Child. Everybody's mouths dropped. Everybody's mouths were on the floor. Every YouTuber, every black YouTuber did a video on it, talked about it, posted about it. We made a lot of money, especially myself, on this one altercation. It fed us for weeks. It's still feeding me today, honey. We all could not wait to see what led up to this moment, what happened in the moment, and the aftermath of said moment. We could not wait for the episode to air. Everybody wanted to know what happened. Okay? We had not had a reality show brawl of this magnitude in years. I think the last reality show brawl that was this huge was the brawl between Jocelyn and Stevie J, Benzino, and Althea. That was huge at the time. Like, it was bananas. And I think that the Love and Marriage Huntsville Madani brawl, honey, is right up there with that reunion moment. It was shocking. In the number 2 spot for the most shocking celebrity moment of 2022, it unfortunately has to go to the sudden passing of the rapper Takeoff from the Migos. He was unalived during an altercation in Houston, Texas, where he was an innocent bystander and he was, taken out by another guy from the opposite side. Unfortunately, pictures and videos of him slain made its rounds on the internet. It was gruesome. It was sad. It was something that no one should have been privy to, but this is the world that we live in now, where everybody has their phone out at every waking moment of the day and night. And, to see Quavo screaming and hollering for his nephew, and it's just sad. It's sad. It's horrific that this young man's life was taken for no reason at all. The culprit has been caught, and the court case is ensuing. The funeral has passed, but his, death still hurts so many, especially, his mother and his uncle Quavo and his, partner, close friend, Takeoff. Right before his passing, they'd had group problems, they had broken up. So I'm just praying that this will or has brought Quavo and Offset back together and put them and their relationship in perspective, that, life is not guaranteed for anybody and that time is precious. And, this young man was so young, so very young. I don't even know if he was 30 years old when he passed, but he was just so young, and it's just unfortunate that he was taken so soon. He will be missed. Rest in peace, Takeoff. And the number one most shocking celebrity moment of 2022 for me is Will Smith smacking the dog shit out of Chris Rock at the Oscars. Baby, this was the most shocking moment of 2022. And the reason why it was so shocking is because it was Will Smith, this person that we have grown up to know and love, who has been nothing but kind, funny, gracious, a friend to everybody. He was unproblematic. And, he had his little things with his marriage here and there. But other than that, he was unproblematic. He was about his family, his money, and his career. And he really had a good boy image, a very clean image for his whole career. Okay. He was never caught up in any scandals or anything like that outside of the entanglement with his wife. But that was, personal business. So to see him have this out of character moment and react in a violent way and on national live syndicated television was just what? It was crazy, but everybody has their breaking point. You never know what people are going through, what they're struggling with. And in that moment, and I said it then, you can go back and look at my videos, I knew, with being somebody who has followed Will Smith's career from the beginning, watched every interview of his, read his biography, that he still was suffering from trauma of seeing his mother be abused by his father and not being able to help her or protect her or stick up for her in a physical manner. So when Chris Rock made fun of Jada Pinkett, not after doing it several times throughout the year where he had these unwarranted attacks on Jada, he snapped. It wasn't Jada's fault. Jada didn't tell him to do anything. She didn't encourage it. He snapped. He had a moment where he was in a position where this man was disrespecting his wife again, but this time not only in his face, but to the audience, to his peers, and to the world. And I believe he had an outer body experience and he reacted. I don't even think that he knew what he was doing when he did it. I think even he was shocked probably after it happened. But it was the smack heard across the world. Chris Rock will be doing a live comedy show on Netflix coming up soon, where I'm pretty sure he'll be addressing it, because he said that he would not address it until he was ready, and he would only address it when he could make money off of it. So I'm pretty sure we'll get his version of it. I don't want him really to delve too far deep in it, stay on topic for too long, because it's over, it's played, it's a year later at this point, and hopefully he will accept his responsibility in what happened as well. Will has taken responsibility for his part in it. He's apologized publicly to Chris, to the Academy, to his peers, to everyone. And I don't think that it's, well, I can't say that it's not such a big thing that can't be forgiven, but hopefully, like I said, Chris can take responsibility for his actions and realize that you just can't be talking about people like that all the time and in such a negative manner like he had about Jada, and think that people not gonna feel some type of way. You could tell by Jada's reaction to the joke that she don't like him, she don't fuck with him, and it's another situation of, why are you talking about me? Keep my name out your mouth. I ain't did nothing to you. What is the issue with you, sir? You know what I'm saying? So hopefully if it hasn't happened, it will happen, where they can sit down as two men and have a one-on-one honest conversation, and that healing can take place and a state of understanding can be taking place, and apologies can be given out. And I think that Chris and Jada need to have a conversation as well. I personally think it'll make a great 2-part Red Table Talk episode, honestly. But when that happened, it was just mind-blowing, because it was on live television. Certain people didn't know if it was a skit or what. I knew it was not for play when it happened. And it sadly overshadowed Will's triumphant moment of winning his first Oscar. And it was for Best Male Performance in a Motion Picture, something that he had been working years for. And to have such a negative moment outshine such a fantastic moment, I know will leave a damper on his win for years. You know, he has since been banned from the Oscars for 10 years, can't be voted or nominated for an award, cannot attend the awards. So at this year's Oscars, when it's the past winner's turn to present for the new winners turn, you know, of winning in 2023, he will not be in attendance. They will have somebody else stand in for him. It's going to be an awkward moment that I'm really not looking forward to. But baby, we will all remember where we were, what we were doing when we found out that Chris Rock got smacked back into being Pookie in New Jack City. We will never forget it, honey. Never forget it. It's literally one of the biggest moments of 2022 and of all times. Crazy. That is it, you guys, for my 20 most shocking celebrity moments of 2022. Are you stunned by my list? What do you think? What is your most shocking celebrity moment of 2022? Does your list add up to mine? Let me know down below in the comment section, you guys. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you all, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.